My dear student, I am your social teacher. We are single, everybody know that. Today I am going to discuss about the Unit 8. Okay. In Unit 8, I would like to uh, discuss about this tourism industry. What industry? Tourism industry. Okay. Then what do you mean by this tourism industry? Okay. Any business activity. What? Any business activity concerned with providing this accommodation facilities. Okay. Entertainment, supplies, or the services to this tourist. That is known as this tourism industry. And tourism industry includes this business of hotels, motels, restaurant, bar, okay, travel agency, jeep flyer, bungee jumping, okay, paragliding, mountaineering, rock climbing, trekking, and many more other extra activities related with this tourism industries. That is known as this tourism industry. And tourism industry consists about these two types. One is domestic, okay, and another is this international tourist. Very easy lesson it is. Domestic tourist or the internal tourist means that those people who used to travel within the periphery of their own nation. That is known as this what domestic, or you can say internal tourist. And just opposite of this international tourist means that the people or individual who used to cross the border and used to go to these other nations for the entertainment, to spend their leisure time, okay, for this visit of this pilgrimage, okay, that is known as this international tourist, okay, or you can say international, or you can say foreign tourist. And why the people used to travel from one place to another place, or you can say why people used to do this tour. The first one that for the enjoying during this leisure time, or you can say this holidays, okay, to spend their holidays, or you can say to spend their leisure time. People used to move from one place to another place to spend their leisure time for this entertainment. That is the first reason. That now the second one is that for seeing and this learning the lifestyle of this other nation or other people. That's the next reason that people used to do this tour from one place to another place. And next one is that for official as well as the government work too, also people used to move from one place to another place. And similarly for trekking, mountaineering, okay, and for the business purpose, for escaping from the severe climate, okay, for visiting the famous place, or you can say for this pilgrimage. For these are the reasons behind that the people used to do their tour from one place to another place, either inside the nation or outside the nation. Okay, these are the reasons. Then most important is that for the examination point of view, what are the importance of tourism industry? Important of this tourism industry, and it is important for the examination point of view also. The first one is that Nepal is suffering, okay, from this trade defect. Defect means loss. When tourists used to come in Nepal, then Nepal can earn a lots of money, or you can say white money. Then trade defect can be can maintain on this balance. That is the importance of tourism industry for this Nepal. Okay. And second one is that when foreign tourists visit Nepal, they like to buy local products, handicrafts, okay, homemade products. They are made by this typical raw material, so that it helps to develop this cottage as well as what the small industry. That is also this another important of this tourism industry for Nepal. And though the tourism industry, through the tourism industry, the name and the fame can spread in all over the world about this Nepal. That is also this benefit. That is also this important for this tourism industry for this Nepal too. And the next one is that when tourists visit Nepal, we need more flight for the tourists. Okay, tourist bus, hotels, motels, restaurant, bar, okay, travel agency. And there is no doubt that there is the great possibility about this development of this infrastructure of development. What development? Infrastructure of development. That is also the next importance of tourism industry for this Nepal. And tourists like to see this art, culture, okay, and this conservation areas and culture, so that it helps to preserve our culture, our traditions, our norms and values. That is also the another important of this tourism industry for Nepal. And it also helps for the development of this trade relations among the many more nations. That these are the importance of this tourism industry for Nepal. Now the most important is that prospects. Prospects means sambhavana for the tourism development in Nepal. Many times this question is asked It has been mentioned in the 10th set also. Okay. So what are the prospects for the development of the tourism industry? Nepal ma chai tourism industry ko vikas hune sambhavanaharu ke छन्? Like this, many times the questions are asked, my dear student. Now, first one is that Great Himalayan Trail. We have first the Great Himalayan Trail. It is connected from Mount Kanchenjunga to Mount Saipal in the Himalayan region. Okay, so that the tourist can view the many mountains, many villages, many districts, many vegetations, wildlife. Okay, and similarly here also lies this Kanchenjunga Conservation Area, Makalu Barun National Park. Okay, Sagarmatha National Park lies in this track, means in the Great Himalayan Trail that is connected from this Mount Kanchenjunga to Mount Saipal. Not only this, here also lies this Mount Langtang, Gosaikunda, or you can say yes, Gauri Shankar and Manang Mustang, and yes, and this Dolpa also lies. And look, tourists can enjoy a lot of things. So we have such types of the boon that has been provided by the nature, so that there is great possibility about this development of the tourism industry. There is no doubt, because of we have the Great Himalayan Trail first. Now second is that high mountain peak in all over the world above 8,000 meter peaks are totally, they are the 14. There are 14 highest peak above the 8,000. Okay, 8,000, and among that 8 mountains lie in Nepal. 8 mountains lies in Nepal, so that there is great possibility, perspective for the development of tourism industry in Nepal. There is no doubt. And similarly, yes, adventure tourism. Nepal lies on this lap of this Himalayas. Many more yes, adventure tourism like the bungee jumping, okay, paragliding, zip flyer, okay, rock climbing, trekking, okay, mountaineering, kayaking, okay, and canoeing. Okay, such types of these facilities are lies in the Nepal. That is the boon that is provided to us by this nature, so that there is great possibility for the development of this tourism industry in Nepal. And next one is that religious and the historical place. In Nepal there is this Lumbini Pasupatinath, okay, Manokamana Surgadwari, okay, Muktinath, Janaki Temple, okay, Ridi, okay, Baraha Kshetra, similarly Krishna Mandir, okay, Asoka Pillar, Bhaktapur Darbar Square, okay, and Chinnamasta lies here, Halesi Mahadev. Such types of this uncountable religious place, historical sites lies in Nepal, so that many more tourists used to lure, means attract, to visit in these areas, so that there is a great possibilities or the perspective for the development of the tourism industry in Nepal. There is no doubt. Like this, my dear student, you must have to understand how it is possible for the development of tourism industry in Nepal. So I am talking on that topic. Okay. And similarly, there is the natural vegetation and this wildlife. Okay. Though Nepal is small in size, but it lies on the lap of these Himalayas. Varieties of this climate, varieties of this vegetation, and varieties of this topography, and many conservation area in the national park are lies in Nepal. And people from any nations can adjust either in Tarai, either in hills, either in Himalayan. That is also the boon that Nepal have by this nature, so that there is a great possibility for this development of this tourism industry. There is no doubt. Okay. And here is also the next one is that cultural diversity. Okay, Nepali society is multi-ethnic. Everybody know that, multi-ethnic, multilingual, and multicultural. Okay, there are 125 caste of the people live in this Nepal, with their varieties of this culture and their traditions. Thus every year many tourists used to come in Nepal to see their norms, values, dress, okay, typical food, dance. Okay, so there is great possibility for this development, perspective for the development of this tourism industry in Nepal. There is no doubt. And next one is that geographical and the climatic diversity. Okay, my dear student, different international tourism. Now listen to me here, the most important here. The different international tourism journals have listed Nepal as one of the most important destinations of the world, which has to be visited at least once a time. Once a time, at least. People must have to visit Nepal once a time. That has been declared by the different international tourist journals. Not only this, National Geographic Traveler, okay, National Geographic Traveler listed Nepal, look, the 6th place as a tourist destination in 2016 AD. This is the great proud and the achievement for the Nepal, and the Nepalese people, so that there is the great possibilities or this perspective for the development of this tourism industry in Nepal. Okay, yes. And here is a problem also in Nepal. As much as we are expecting about the development of this tourism industry, that much not as develop or can achieve about their goals or this mission. What are the problem then? What are the tourists are facing here? The different problems. Now let's discuss about the problems of this tourism industry. Now first one is that in Nepal there is the lack of transportation and the communication, especially in these remote areas, in the village areas. Okay. And next one is that lack of conservation of this cultural as well as this religious side. That is also the next problem. And there is the lack of means of extra entertainment. Every year, same repetition, same yes, entertainment that tourists didn't like or digest. So that new and new years facility of the entertainment are not available for the tourists. So that tourists are not willingly interested to come in Nepal. That is also the next problem. Okay. And next one is that lack of a organized tourist center. Okay, there is the problem about the lack of organized tourist center also. That is the problem. And here is the lack of the tourist guide also. We are talking right now. Yes, there is the perspective about the development of the tourism industry, but here is problem too. What are the problems that I am reciting in front of you, my dear student? So that there is the lack of tourist guide, there is the lack of good publicity, and lack of proper accommodations, lack of security and the proper sanitation. So these are the perspective and these are the problems that the most of these tourists are face in context to Nepal. Not only this, recently our country is also badly affected by this COVID-19. So that as much as we are expecting about the development of the tourism, that much we are not achieving the goal. Okay, my dear student, this much for today. Tomorrow I will come again with this next topic. Thank you very much.